is National Gun Violence Awareness Month, and this morning our Monica Robbins is talking with a local organization giving out gun lock boxes today. Good morning, Monica.
Good morning, Danita. Yeah, today several groups will work to spread awareness about the Store It Safe program, including the American Academy of Pediatrics, who will supply free gun locks to families in need. And joining us now is Dr. Kristin Englund, former president of the Academy of Medicine of Cleveland, Northern Ohio, who represents the region's doctors who made this one of its missions. So I guess a lot of people are going, wait a minute, why would a doctor's organization make this a mission and take on an issue this big?
Well, Monica, thanks for talking about this issue this morning. I think anything that involves the health and safety of our patients is certainly something that physicians are interested in. And we're talking especially about the importance of gun violence in children. It has become the #1 cause of death in children in Ohio and especially in Cleveland.
Do a lot of people realize that? And how is that? Is it just random shootings, or is there more to it?
You know, I think, unfortunately, we sometimes become numb to the stories about the violence and the shooting that's going on in our neighborhoods, but we really need to start paying attention to this because it's only going to continue to rise. And we know that about 83% of children who are killed by guns are killed because there was a gun in the home. So we need to discuss ways, if people are going to be gun owners, and for the most part, people are very cautious and careful with the guns that they own. We want to make sure that we keep the most vulnerable in those households safe, and that would be children who may not understand the repercussions, or especially we're hearing more about the need for protecting our teenagers who may be having thoughts of suicide.
How often are teens using guns for suicides?
So teens are using it about, well, the majority of the time is when they're going to be dying from gun violence, because that's the most likely to cause death in that situation. But we know that also in those that have survived, that teens or people who are committing suicide will often think about that within about 20 minutes of the time that they commit suicide. So it's a very short window of time for people to consider committing suicide and actually committing the violence itself. And if you have a gun around, certainly easy to do.
You know, one of the things we get so shocked about too is it does seem that the ages are getting younger, and we've reported on suicides, you know, kids are using guns at, you know, as young as 10. I mean, is this becoming a trend actually?
It is. We're starting to see younger and younger children using guns, and, you know, we don't necessarily know what's in the minds of the young children, but we certainly see that guns are being used, certainly in video games, where there may be the opportunity to, you know, shoot somebody and then somebody comes back in 30 seconds and re-spirits away. So do our youngest children really understand the permanence of that type of violence?
So what is the Store It Safe program?
Yeah, so it's a wonderful program that the Academy of Medicine has partnered with the American Academy of Pediatrics, the Ohio chapter, and what we're providing are free lock boxes. So for folks who have, especially who have revolvers in the home, this is a safe way to be able to lock your revolver away. And it's got a combination on it. It's also got this cord so that if you want to keep this in your car, so if you want to travel with and it's also TSA safe as well. So you can keep your gun stored safely and under a lock. And remember, if you've got a teenager who's considering suicide and they don't know your combination, this is going to at least get them through that 20 minutes of that decision that they have made.
So can you talk about can people just get these today? Like what's
Absolutely. So these can be certainly purchased at most gun shops, but today through the American Academy of Pediatrics, their Store It Safe, and also the Academy of Medicine, we provided $35,000 to them for us to be able to offer free gun boxes. So we're going to be offering that at the East Cleveland Rec Center starting at 11 o'clock today. They were going fast on Friday when we were at Metro, so make sure that you get there in plenty of time.
And so who's getting the lock boxes? Like, how does somebody get access to one of these for free?
So anybody who wants to show up at the East Cleveland Rec Center, we're giving them away for free. You don't have to give us any information about what kind of firearm you have. It just is It shows us when you show up that you're committed to offering safety in your home.
And I know they went fast. If you can't
They
get
did.
one of those, what else? What are other options people can do?
Absolutely. So the Cleveland Police Department and many other police departments are also offering these trigger locks. So these have a key, and then they just basically go through the trigger system. So if you want to put that on your gun, that also is another deterrent. You can hide the keys somewhere and keep them safe, and make sure that they're keeping the keys away from your children and anybody else within the household who might be vulnerable.
Great information and something honestly simple people can do. Dr. Englund, thank you so much.
Thank you, Monica.